Mike Jones Beats.
BBN, Jack Frost, what's up, party people? How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's having a beautiful day. Okay, so we got a couple of things to talk about. Alright, so first of all, I just want to be clear on something. We will be talking about Quando Rondo mostly today. We're gonna obviously weigh in on a couple of the other issues and things that's going on in the world. Do not get this confused. But I really want to have this Quando Rondo conversation because so I've been looking at that interview that he did with Angela Yee. I think, and I just want to say something also. That interview that he did with Angela Yee, not for nothing, was not dissimilar from what Tekashi did with the Shade Room, whereas the Angela Yee was just there while he was able to speak and talk, and she asked questions intermittently, but she didn't really ask him, like she just let him talk and say his piece. And I think that's kind of like the new way. I'm not even going to say the new way, but I'm going to say one of the better ways that you could really have some of these interviews with some of these rappers. I don't know if it went well. I don't know if the reason why it didn't go well with Tekashi Shade Room interview so much because people just didn't believe him. But I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that don't believe Quando Rondo. We're gonna have to see how the response is. While we as far as that goes, we're gonna call out the drops from last night real quick. Also, once again, when you're doing promotion, I do not call out those as drops. That's promotion. That's for multiple different reasons. But we're going to call out the drops from last night real quick. And how's everybody doing this morning? Hope everybody's having a beautiful morning. I want to apologize about no morning coffee yesterday. There's a reason for that. I really don't want to get into it. I want to apologize about no morning coffee yesterday. Let's call out these drops real quick from last night, and then let's get to the show. We're gonna do roll call actually. What up, Mr. Milk Music? Shout out to Mr. Milk Music. Shout out to Lex Luger. Shout out to Phil Jackson. Shout out to Salty Sack, and shout out to Sons to Fathers TV. Definitely appreciate you guys, and not for nothing. Something a lot of people this is something that I'm constantly trying to inform people of that come and actually participate in this particular channel and watch this channel, is that we have all types of different people here. So when some individuals come and the thing that they want me to do is they want me to jump on one side or the other, that's not what my job is. My job isn't to say, well, this person is 100% right, that person is 100% wrong. That's not what my job is. My job is basically to just give you as many facts as possible, and from time to time, we often do, I'll share my opinion. That's all I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not supposed to be doing anything else other than that. I just want to be clear on this, because there seems to be a lot of people that think that that my job basically is to tell you what your opinion should be. You should have your own opinion. All I'm here to do is tell you facts. That's it. I'm here to tell you facts, and then we discuss how we feel about said facts. With that being said, let's do roll call real quick. Shout out to James S. He says salute. All you see is smoking feet. He says salute Frost BBN. We got DSTN up in the house. Ain't nobody calling you Dustin. I don't care what your wife says. What up, Taz the God? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything is going well. He says good morning to the queens and gods. Good morning, Frost. Let's start the day off right. That's a whole fact. What up, Mega Bills? He says salute green team and chat. Everybody should be a part of the green team at this point. If you're not a part of the green team, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, literally, just so we could be clear, you could literally join the green team for $2 a month. It's not like I'm trying to kill people. I mean, you could do it higher, obviously, but you can literally join the green team for $2 a month. It's not like I'm trying to kill people. What up, Gorilla? How you doing, my brother? Who else we got up in here? Trini Daddy, how you Trini Daddy, how you doing, my brother? He says salute, morning Frost. What up to the business? As always, dropping them Frost. What up, Eugene Mickens? He says salute Frost BB in chat. I want to go get my coffee real quick, and then I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna say something. What up to the Dean? I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna say something, and this is moving day today, y'all. For everybody that don't know, all Thursday is moving day. This is the day that y'all individuals that been waiting all week to see if you wanted that was BBN something that you think that you should invest in. This is the day your investment should be coming through. So if you're individuals who did no drops Monday through Wednesday, you hear all the time, this is your day to drop your $10, $20 drops or whatever. Today, hold on, give me 1 second. What up, Rain? We got Rain up in here. She says good morning, Frost and BBN. Deep Red, Black Labor, White Wealth. Deep Read, Black Labor, White Wealth by Dr. Claude Anderson. Also, I just ordered the book Powernomics. Let's go. That's a fact. Give me 1 second. I want to get this coffee. I have a new thing that we're doing now. I'm only drinking coffee in the morning, doing a morning coffee. I will not be drinking coffee at night anymore during the later shows. It will be water. I drink water, but I just think I drink too much coffee. So I'm going to cut back on some of the coffee for health purposes. I'm going to cut back on some of this coffee for health purposes. What up, Vic Star? We love Vicks. We got Vicks up in the house. What up, Dirty Red? Haven't seen you in a long time. Hope everything is going well. I'm going to pin this Vicks comment real quick. And I want to tell y'all about something, and then we're going to get right to the show. What up, C Iron Addict, Mark Hernandez? You know, I like to not start the show off immediately telling you about everything that's going on, because at the end of the day, we also community. So when you come up in here, I want to bullshit for a little while with y'all guys. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes I got things I want to tell y'all about, inform y'all on. What up, Queen Shy? Good morning, Frost, BB and Fame. Sometimes I got stuff that I want to talk about with y'all, whatever the case got to be. And this is what I want to say. Apparently, okay, so I got a problem. Check out what my problem is. Okay, so one, this month we're going to be up on our radio station. Just so you know, this month we're going to be up on our radio station. I just got to go get an iPhone. Boom. But check this out. Okay, so I have product ambassadors hitting me all the time. There's a ton of people that want me to be product ambassadors, and quite frankly, there are quite a few people that want to give me clothes for free. But guess what? Anybody want to know what the problem is? Anybody can guess what the problem is? All of these people that want to give me free clothes, it's shit like lingerie for women. There's nothing I can do anything with. So shout out to that shit. And one of these days when I actually do find somebody and I start dating somebody, hopefully, well, not hopefully, maybe she will be an individual who won't be shy and would love to model some of these clothes for the BBN Network, because this shit is retarded at this point. What up, Mega Bills? What up, Mark Hernandez? All right, let's get to the show. I'm just thinking about this because it just recently, like my DMs. What up, Candyman? D Candyman up in the house, because my DMs is blowing up. And what the fuck? They like, yo, we want you to be a product ambassador, free clothes. And I'm like, sure. And then it's like, it's all women's clothes. I'm like, what the fuck? It's all women. It's all women clothes, women people. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. What the fuck? I mean, I don't think I'm gonna be looking good in a bra, in underwear. Yeah. What up, sons to fathers? Nino Morales. Alright, so let's get to it. I want to say something real quick involving this interview that I saw Quando Rondo doing with Angela Yee. I want to say something real quick. Listen. When did the shooting happen? Did the shooting happen on November 6th? Did the shooting happen on November 6th? When did King Von die? No, I'm just great at marketing. He said they tried you, Frost. No, I'm actually good at marketing. I'm really good at it. I get these shits all the time. I'm just telling you about it now. I'm really, really good at marketing. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to explain to people. Real quick, we're gonna get to the show, but this is what I'm trying to explain to people. Individuals keep looking at my numbers like, oh man, his numbers is down. I'm telling you, I don't care what my numbers is saying. The people who are actually watching the content, the people who are actually watching the content is MFers that you would like to see content. This is what I'm constantly trying to tell people. I get it, the numbers is looking weird. But I'm telling you, the people that's watching the BBN content, I'm telling you, I don't know what to tell you. Shout out to Nino Morales with the $10 drop. No comment. Clint Eastwood eyes. Who's next? Whenever somebody drops whenever somebody drops something and they put no comment, Clint Eastwood eyes, they basically challenging people. Who's next? Keep trying to tell people. Stop listening to idiots. Like, I don't You know how it feel when people contact me directly and ask me, do I got a thing for a thing? And then I'm like, I don't got people for that right now. You know how that be feeling? And I get contacted all the time. I was gonna find the damn thing so I could show it to you. This shit is crazy. Wait, did I hit the button on it? Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm gonna show you this shit. I was like, what the hell? I don't know where I put it. I put it somewhere. I'm gonna show y'all when I find it. I don't got the slightest idea where I put it. This shit was crazy. It's frustrating. I don't know no other way to say it. It's frustrating when you got opportunities out there that you can't take advantage of. I need to go find me a girlfriend. That solves the problem. Also, could we get those likes up, please? I know, Taz, you good. Don't worry about it. What up, Monica Kendra Whitehead? Okay. What up, Jonathan? Liberty Hazelton up in the house. What up, yo? Check this out. Listen. I picked up the phone to see when did King Von die. Hold on. King Von died on November 6th, right? This interview just came out. So that means that the interview, they just did the interview, right? What up, Ace? That means they just did the interview, right? This interview is brand new. They just filmed the interview. So they might have filmed the interview after I said what he needed to come out and say that he didn't mean to do King Von any harm. Because King Von died on November 6th. That wasn't when they filmed the interview. So they might have actually filmed the interview. Remember, how long was that? About a week ago? Was it about a week ago? Was it about a week ago that I said, Joe, you know what NBA Youngboy need to do? I'm not NBA Youngboy. You know what Quando Rondo needs to do? Quando Rondo need to just come out and tell people, you know, I'm not saying lie. I'm saying if this is what it is, he needs to tell people, like, let people know that he had no ill will towards King Von. That, you know, the situation that happened, it got out of control. Didn't I say, who was here when I said that? Who was here when I said that? I want to know, who was here when I said that? Because I lie to you not. Not 3 days after I said that shit, these interviews started popping up on fucking YouTube. Tell me where I'm wrong at. Tell me where I'm wrong at. So please, stop telling me about numbers. I don't care about numbers, alright? I don't care about numbers. It is what it is. Sometimes you're going to do great content and get shitty numbers. Sometimes you're going to do shitty content and get great numbers. That's just the way the game is. That's just the way the game is. So I keep telling y'all, people paying attention, people watching. Copy? With that being said, we're going to move on. With that being said, we're going to move on. And I know people is watching because I know some of the people that's watching. And if y'all knew who some of these people was, y'all be fucking trying to get promoted by the BBN like crazy. I'm just going to keep it a stack. Just going to keep it a stack. With that being said, Quando Rondo goes to talk to Angela Yee. And I think the main thing that he was trying to, this is my opinion because I obviously don't know. I think the main thing that he was trying to convey is that not only did he not know that they had a problem with these guys, but that when the whole shit jumped off, he didn't even know who it was that they was fighting. That's what it sounds to me. Fucking me. That's what it sounds to me like he was trying to convey. Listen. I'm going to tell you what he said in the first interview, and then I'm going to tell you what I just heard in the last one. In the first interview, he was talking. It's all the same interview, but, you know, they chopped it up. In the first part of the interview, part 2 and 3 is out. In the first part of the interview, listen to what he says. He says, yo, look, he was just walking. He saw some people. He tried to get out of the way. He got attacked. That means that he saw some people and he didn't know who they were. Pardon me. He said he saw some people. He said he saw some people. Thank you, James S. He said he saw some people. Listen, he said he saw some people. He just tried to get out of their way. He ain't know who they were. He just saw them walking his way. You know, he's like, you know, I'm a pretty humble guy. I wasn't trying to walk past him like, yo, look, I'm Quando Rondo. Get out the way. He wasn't trying to do any of that. He was just like walking. He saw some people coming towards him. He's like, hey, all right, move out the way a little. If you're in New York City, you know how it is, right? You walking on the block, somebody look like you're going to make contact with them. You move a little bit. If they move a little bit, all right, cool. You feel me? But if they walking towards you and you move a little bit and it don't look like they moving in there and they walking like this, you're like, nah, nigga, fuck all that. It's about to be an altercation. So I'm just, tell me where to lie at. So what he's saying, listen, what he's saying in the first part of the interview is he didn't even know, right? He didn't even know, right? Listen, he didn't even know. He didn't even know. Also, it's no secret who supports us. They come on the show sometime. Boom. He didn't even know. Listen. He didn't even know. There we go. We back. Alright, so we gonna be getting kicked and everything today. It just is what it is. We back. So he was saying he didn't even know. We back. We back. So he was saying he didn't even know. That's what he said. I don't know. I'm not saying I believe him or I don't believe him. Copy? I'm just telling you what he's talking about. I'm not saying whether I believe him or don't believe him. How do I know? But we're going to talk about what happened. And if you look at the actual video, there is a good chance that he didn't know who walked up on him. Remember, he was on one side of the vehicle. King Vaughn came around. Shout out to D Vertical. What up? Shout out to D Vertical. What up? Mind, Body, and Soul. He was on one side of the vehicle. King Vaughn came from the other side of the vehicle. Right? This is what happened, right? He was on one side of the vehicle. King Vaughn came from the other side of the vehicle. This is what happened, right? So there's a good chance he didn't know. I'm not saying he didn't know. I don't know. The hell do I know? So because they had a conversation earlier that day, that means that there's no way that he couldn't have known that was him walking up on the one thing. Okay, I'm not reading your comments no more. Alright, so we're being attacked right now, so y'all gonna be getting kicked. All I could do is ask y'all to come back after y'all get kicked. Other than that, there's nothing I could do. Alright? Give me a second. Yeah, we're being cyber attacked right now somehow. So other than that, we just gotta keep going. If you get kicked, come back. That's all I can say. Yeah, if you get kicked, come back. That's all I can say. If you get kicked, come back. That's all I can say. It's not even nothing to get upset over. I mean, I'm pretty sure most of y'all won't be coming back. We got 77 people in here with 18 likes. So it is what it is. And we're not even gonna focus on that. Fuck it. Shout out to Nina Morales with the $10 drop. Literally, this is the only way to get rid of them. The only way to get rid of them is if you do drops while they hacking. That's the only way to get rid of them. So if y'all want to get rid of them, there's going to be some $10 drops coming. Other than that, I don't know what to tell you. With that being said. Mind, Body, and Soul says she likes offset flags. Well, people got to hit the like button. But if I ask people to hit the like button, I don't know. People can do whatever they want to do. I can't control nobody. With that being said, let's get back to the show. I don't want to talk about that shit. What up, Mike Jones? He says 20 likes. You just got mine. Appreciate you. Check this out. Now listen. Listen. I don't know. If he's telling the truth or not. I'm not here for that. I don't know. We're just talking about what he's talking about. I'm not a lie detector. How the hell could I know if he's telling the truth or not? How could you know whether he's telling the truth or not? We can't. We're just talking about what he's talking about, and we're having a discussion on that. Shout out to Mike Jones. We got Mike Jones in the building. We're having a discussion on that. That's it. With that being said, listen. Listen. He said that he didn't know that King Vaughn ran up on him. He said literally he was just walking. He tried to get out of the way. The person attacked him. He didn't know what the fuck was going on. He was just getting attacked. That's what he said. He said his homie jumped out the whip. Then he brought up a great point. There's a thing that I'm going to say, but I want to talk about this point that he brought up. And he is not lying. He said, What up, Frio? We got Frio in the building. Salute. Frio says, morning gang, how y'all feeling? And also, Frio gang video drops today. Stay tuned for that. Copy. When you I'm gonna find it when you post on IG, so we good. With that being said, I don't care if you say he's lying, but could we keep the F bombs out of this? Like, wait, you don't have to be that I don't know who you are. Maybe this is an emotional thing for you, but could we please keep the F bombs out of it? So check this out. Listen. He said he didn't know who was attacking him. I don't know if he knew who was attacking him. That's not the discussion that we're having. You can have that discussion in the chat if you want, but I'm not having that discussion because I don't know. I'm going to go off what he was saying for right now. He said he didn't know who was attacking him. Right? He said he didn't know. So check this out. He brought up a great point. It looked like he didn't know to me either. So, I mean, if he says he didn't, shout out to Ace Made It. I'm not saying he didn't know. He might have known. What do I know? But the way that it looked like there was a good chance he did not know who was attacking him upon getting attacked. I mean, maybe he didn't. Like, what we got to realize is these dudes be high off all type of different drugs. There's a good chance he didn't know. And he just woke up from being asleep. Some of y'all wake up from being asleep and can't recognize your own fucking wife or your parents or whoever the fuck you live with. Okay, so some of y'all wake up from being asleep, look in the mirror and be like, who you? So he just woke up from being asleep. Alright, so that's neither here nor there. Check this out. He said, Joe, let that happen in a situation, he said, God forbid, like him be a young boy was somewhere. Right? And NBA Youngboy was scrapping, and he jumped out the whip, and he started fighting with him, and he had a piece on him, right? He dropped the shit, and then somebody from the other team picked it up and shot NBA Youngboy. People gonna be like, yo, why ain't you shoot them niggas? You had the burn on you. How come you ain't hit them niggas? And he 100% right. That is what people would have said. I can't even argue with that logic. I cannot argue with that logic. That logic sounds 100% credible to me. I don't know what anybody else is saying. DSTN said that's why police raids happen early. They catch you disoriented. Exactly. That logic sounds 100% right. Correct to me. That sounds like it makes sense. You somewhere with somebody, y'all start scrapping, you drop the hammer, somebody else picks it up, hits the dude you was with, they gonna blame you. Obviously, I'm saying he didn't know it was Vaughn before Vaughn started punching on him. Not after the attack started, obviously. I'm not even getting into that conversation. Everybody that comes in here and say shit that don't make no sense, don't get mad at me when I don't read your comments. You can talk to each other and the other people in the chat. That's the new thing. When you come up in this chat and you say some shit that don't make no sense, I'm not only not addressing it. I'm not addressing it. I'm not going back and forth with people that's saying shit that don't make no sense. We're not doing that. Anyway, that don't even make sense. Obviously, after Vaughn was shot and while the situation was, obviously then he knew it was King Vaughn. You understand what I'm saying? Like, obviously. What the fuck? So check this out. Listen. Ace Made It says, what is he implying, that the gun belonged to Vaughn and Tim picked it up? I don't know. I didn't even think that, to be honest with you. I don't think that's what he said when he said that. I don't think that's what he meant when he said that. Alright, so hold on. Let me tell you. Just so we can be clear. Listen. Just so we can be clear. Listen. So he says, if he dropped the gun, right, on the floor, if he dropped the gun on the floor, somebody else picked it up, shot NBA Youngboy, they'd be blaming him. Like, how you didn't, what the fuck? How you had the hammer? You not only don't shoot them niggas, but you also jump out there, lose it, and then they kill homie with your weapon. And he 100% right on that. So that goes for anybody that's like, Lil Tim did the wrong thing. I don't know if Lil Tim did the wrong thing or the right thing. But it sounds to me like Lil Tim did the street nigga thing. That's not even debatable. We all would prefer for King Von to be here. Do not get this confused. But it sounds to me like Lil Tim did the street nigga thing. Hold on. Could we have a vote real quick? Who thinks Lil Tim did the street nigga thing? You think he did the street N-word thing? You don't think he did the street N-word thing? Let's have a vote real quick. I'm curious. I want to know what you guys think. Do y'all think Lil Tim did the street N-word thing? Or did Lil Tim do something else? To me, it seems like he did the street N-word thing. That's like what a street N-word would do, right? Now, hold on. Check this out. Then when King Von was on the ground, right? He really did try to help him. He really did try to help him. And that's what everybody said when the fucking video dropped. Except for the individuals that was like he was trying to steal King Von's chain. He really did try to help him. Mike Jones said he did the exact thing that anyone in his circumstances would have did coming from where they come from. That's a fact. That's a fact. Mike Jones says that's what it looked like. It looked like he was trying to help him. I mean, obviously we can't know for sure, but it looked like he was trying to help him. It didn't look like he was trying to steal his chain or some shit. First of all, he brought up a great point. He said, yo, look, you out there having a shootout, like, I don't know what he was saying, like, I guess in OK Corral or some shit, and you having a shootout. Who's having a shootout with a bag of money in between the people that they having a shootout with, and you thinking about going after the bag of money? No, nigga, you thinking about the whole shootout. That money is secondary. So, they in the middle of a shootout, and you're trying to tell me that Quando Rondo was trying to steal his chain? I don't even think that makes sense. I mean, I don't know how much I've thought on it before. Yeah, he said that from the jump. That's a fact, Mike Jones. And that's literally what it looked like. Just so we could be clear. Literally. That's what it looked like. Ace says he definitely did the street thing, but I personally think he should have jumped in. They were ridiculously outnumbered. And these dudes is shooters, not fighters. There's a difference. There's a reason why somebody's a shooter and not a fighter. There's a difference. He was trying to pick Vaughn up. That's a fact. That's what it looked like to me. And that even goes to show more proof, in my opinion, that while Vaughn was putting them hands on him, he ain't know what was going on. And that's probably why he didn't fight back. He probably didn't know what the hell was going on. First of all due respect, we don't even know what type of drugs he was on at that time. That's one. Two, he just came from waking up. What the fuck? Shout out to Rue. Don't nobody see them dots. Jones. Yo, Rue Jones. I'm sorry about that, but I really bullied dude into taking the dots off his name. But those dots, they didn't fit. I'm just going to throw that out there also. James S. says most shooters can't fight. I know some shooters that can fight, but I will agree with you. There's a reason why somebody's a shooter. So, no, you're right, James S. I am not arguing with you. I think you are 100% correct. What up, Ryan Mack? I think... Hold on. First of all of these dudes is popping perks. But hold on. DSCN said, big difference. You got to create space, then assess the situation. Check this. Juice now says, Joe Budden said some dumb shit yesterday. He said Lil Tim could have shot in the air. Okay, so I'm just want to say this. Like, I'm not going to lie. I might have fell victim to also saying that at one point. But now me thinking about it, that's the dumbest thing to do. You want to know why? You know how many guns was out there? And you're going to shoot in the air? Where everybody that got guns is now going to turn towards you while you're shooting in the air and shoot you? That's another... Wait, not for nothing. No, you're 100% right, James S. I'm just saying that I happen to know a few that can. But yeah, most shooters can't fight. That's a fact. Hold on. No disrespect to shooters. I'm not trying to disrespect no shooters, by the way. Especially if y'all guys see me out there in the street. This is not disrespect. This is my opinion. Hold on. So check this out. This kind of ain't even an opinion. But hold on. Check this out. Most of these rappers can't fight. And the reason is because they're on them drugs. Just so we could be clear. The reason is they're on them drugs. Most of these rappers can't fight. And there's a difference between trying to avoid a fight, not wanting to fight, and not being able to. Okay? There's a shitload of people out there that can fight their asses off, but don't, for whatever their reasons might be. I think they had 3 or 4 people with them. I don't know if it was only 2. But yeah, without a shadow of a doubt, the other team had about 10 or 15. Easy. Yeah, they would have shot at him as he shot in the air. That's a fact. That's what I was just saying. And the undercover cops was there shooting. My Body and Soul said 35 and under, no hands. Often old head hitters got hands. Well, most old head hitters got hands because you got locked up at some point or another. And if you come from the 80s and the 90s, 9 times out of 10, if you from the street and you came up in the 80s and the 90s, you could shake. Ace made it says, no offense, but for Tim to hit only his target was good. He was wildly shooting like most, did enough to eliminate the threat. Yeah, that's enough. That's something that I think people people don't talk about. Also, Lil Tim only hit his target. Lil Tim only hit his target. How many times we see somebody on IG, they post one of those videos where the dude's talking crazy to the other guy, he put hands on him, and then as soon as he hit him a couple of times, the other guy pulled his gun out. I've seen that quite a few times on IG. I think that's a new thing. Anybody else seen the video where the dude put hands on guy tried to pull his gun out, dude beat him, took the gun from him and told him that he had to pay him for it or some shit? Alright, Rain. See you later. Be safe. Yeah, you had no choice. In the 80s, it was just different. Like you met up with people to go fight. Like you like in the 80s. Like I'm gonna tell you some real shit. In the 80s, like you and your homies would just be sitting on the block, and y'all know y'all got beef with them dudes across town, and it just be like, yo, 6 or 7 of us now. Let's go over there and beat them guys. Like for real, that's how 80s was. Y'all just go over there to fight. Lewis said, he said prior to that night, Tim got shot 5 times, couple weeks before the Vaughn fight. I don't know. I wasn't sure who he was saying got shot. He was saying it was Lil Tim. I wasn't clear. I wasn't clear who he was saying specifically had gotten shot. I wasn't clear. He said Lil Tim, okay. It was just different. Like I don't know what to tell you. And that's why I think if you don't think these rappers had beef back in the days, I don't know what to tell you. These rappers had beef back in the 80s and the 90s, especially in the 80s. These rappers had beef. They wasn't out there killing each other. There'd be fights every now and then. The crews would meet up every now and then. Things would happen. It wasn't like this. This is crazy. Anyway, shout out to Mega Bills with the $10 drop. Who's next? And he points at the $10. Who's next? Look, Mega Bills is a funny guy. He points at the $10. He said, who's next? Shout out to Mega Bills. I don't know if I showed you that already. I don't think I did. If Tim is high security, he would get off of the murder charges, no different from the security that shot Crippy to protect his client. Well, first of all, that security that shot Crippy was connected. And that security that shot Trippy was ex-police. And let's not forget, Tekashi 6ix9ine had just been coming from court at a hearing regarding the situation with the young girl, and he was told that he could not be around any gang members whatsoever. Upon being told this, he went to go have a meeting inside of a restaurant. When he went to the restaurant, Tekashi 6ix9ine's entourage, which happened to be Crippy, Shotty, and I guess a couple of other people or persons maybe, wasn't allowed to go into the restaurant. Basically, most likely being because they were the people that the courts was telling him he couldn't be around. Then, after Tekashi left, those individuals tried to force themselves into the building to have a conversation with the individual that was trying to separate them from Tekashi. Upon that happening, allegedly, Shotty hit a nigga with a chair. And then everything it just went sideways from there. Oh, that was about the universe and everything above? That's what it is. That's a fact. I thought you was pointing at the $10 like, nigga, who's next? Matter of fact, that's a new thing. Whenever you drop that emoji from now on, it means who's next. We're gonna incorporate that into what we doing, Mega Bills. Self-defense is the only thing in which they're gonna be able to. The only defense they're gonna actually be able to have. I don't know if he's gonna get off. How good is his lawyers? Like, it all depends on how good your lawyers is, right? I don't know how good his lawyers is or isn't. Yeah, Shotty built them. He had to do with a chair, man. What the fuck? Bong. And then shit went left. I don't know what to tell you. Shit went left. Shit went left. I don't know what to tell you. Crippy got shot. Shout out to Crippy. Shout out to Shotty. I hope Crippy healed up well. So yeah, this isn't the same thing. This is a different situation. This is 100% not the same thing. %, not the same thing. Do I think there's a chance he could get off? I think there's a chance he could get off for the murder. He still wasn't allowed to have a firearm. So he's going to have to eat that one way or the other. I don't think he's going to be able to get off regarding the firearm. That's my opinion, though. And what do I know? Yeah, shout out to Treyway. Free the Billies. Yeah, Bang knew the chair. That's a whole fact. So, the Cash App is pinned. Dirty Raid. But I guess I could write it again. I mean, Cash App is pinned, but oh shit. That's a Cash App. Yeah, they was hitting people with 2x4s. Yo, look, man. All the stories that I heard about Treyway when they had to go somewhere and get it cracking, like, I haven't heard one story where all of the stories, like even when basically Billy Otto had got jumped, but it's not like he got jumped. It's just that they was fighting like 6-on-1. It was like 7-on-1, 8-on-1, 10-on-1. You understand what I'm saying? And them dudes was out there scrapping. Shout out to Billy Otto. It was like 10-on-1. Them dudes was out there scrapping, man. Shout out to Marcus Steele with the $10 drop. He says, good morning, Frost, BBN fam. Love, I got this. That's what it is, my brother. Who's next? We doing $10 drops this morning. Who's next? This is moving day. For everybody that enjoy the content Monday through Thursday, Monday through Wednesday, this is Thursday. This is moving day. This is the day you're supposed to pull up with your $10 drop. This doesn't count for the individuals who ceremonials who do their drops on Friday. I'm talking about the other individuals, obviously, because we got individuals that do their drops on Friday. Obviously, I'm not talking about you guys. That's championship day. That's the closing day. Friday's closing. This is moving day. Anyway, with that being said, I want to be clear on something real quick, right? And then I want to get to the next aspect of this conversation that we're having. I want to be clear on something, then I want to get to the next aspect of this conversation that we're having. He says that he did not know that was King Von, right? He said he didn't know. He had no idea, right? And then after King Von got shot, he tried to help him up. This tells me quite a few different things. But one thing it tells me is he really didn't know that these dudes had beef. So you trying to tell me that you knew you had beef with this dude that just pulled up in your town and y'all might be at the same clubs, right? And you busy sleeping in your car? You think that this dude is that unbothered? You think, no disrespect to Quando Rondo, but you think Quando Rondo is that unbothered by King Von? That he's like, yo, yeah, I got beef with OTF, but I'm just gonna go sleep in my car. You think he's that unbothered? You know how they... okay, so you know how police used to say they can tell if a person did it or not? When you put them in the bullpen, if they go to sleep, they guilty. They know they're not going home. They're getting comfortable. I thought that was bullshit when I first heard that. Right? I thought it was bullshit. I heard this when I was a kid. I thought it was bullshit. And I got locked up a couple of times. And the first people to go to sleep be the mofos that's like, I'm not going home. The people who think they going home, you want to know where they at? They on that line waiting for that phone in the bullpen. Tell me where I'm wrong. They trying to get to the cell with the phone in it. Tell me where I'm wrong. Tell me where I'm wrong. When you see the dude and y'all in jail, y'all in the bullpen, and there's only phone, and he's in the cell with no phone, and he yelling at the freaking COs to move him where he could go to the phone. That dude, he don't think he guilty. He tried to go home. The dude that's sleeping under the bench, he like, I'm gonna be here for her. You know, they gotta just take me to the island already so I can get a bed. Tell me where I'm wrong. So you think he knew that they had beef and he was that unbothered? That he was sleeping at the club? In the car? I just don't see that. I'm sorry. Shout out to Dirty Red with the $10 drop. Who's next? Shout out to Dirty Red with the $10 drop. Who's next? It's moving day. Let's go. Yep, we sell with a phone or a clean toilet. The person that know that they gonna be there, these things is not important to them. I'm telling you. The person that know they not going home, none of these things is important. You want to get to the island so you can get your bed. That's what you like, yo, good, yo, when they tell me who go to jail in New York City before? Who got locked up in New York City before? Am I lying? Taz says, big facts. I'm on that jack until I get out unless I know I'm doing a bit. Tell me, am I lying? Mofos that know they not going home, they just like, they want to go to the island already so they could go get their bed. Tell me where I'm wrong. Then when they get to the island, then they like, you know, go. You want to get out of the fucking downstairs. They want to get out of the fucking when they doing the intake and shit. So you can go upstairs already. Come on, man, we ain't got time for this. Tell me where I'm wrong. So to me, the fact that he was asleep, that shows me that he didn't think that there was any problem between him and King Von. I 100% believe him. I 100% believe him. DSTN said it's the same here. I seen people ask when beds are gonna be available. Boom. I'm trying to tell you. So if he was asleep, like they saying he was asleep, I don't believe it. I don't believe that he thought that there was a problem between him and their king. That's my opinion. I could be wrong. But me just going off of simple logic, I just don't think that that's what the situation is. And that's just me speaking. Business is mofos be sleeping and snoring when they know they're going to be there. That's a fact. The best spot is under the bench. Tell me where I'm wrong. That's the best spot. That's when you gotta come, there's people sitting there and you gotta be like, yo, hold on, excuse me, homie. You gotta get under that bitch. You gotta get under that fucking bitch. Tell me where was you take your shirt off and shit, you ball that shit. Tell me where I'm wrong. That's if it's warm enough to take the shirt off, because them fucking jails, they be keeping the AC cold as shit. To keep that, you know why they keep it cold in there? For the same reasons why they keep it cold in hospitals. To keep down the possibility of somebody getting like an infection or some shit. So hold on. So he was sleeping, which leads me to believe hold on. Ace says Rondo is a rap dude from the streets and Vaughn is a street dude who happens to rap. Quando knew it was an issue but didn't know it was on site. Vaughn said he don't play with rappers. I guess that's a possibility, but Rondo also hangs out with street dudes that don't rap. So you trying to tell me they didn't put him on the game? Quando might be a rap dude that from the street, but his people is straight street dudes. You trying to tell me they wasn't like, yo, we got beef with these, like, you trying to tell me they didn't put them on the game? Yo, we can't be sleeping, homie. Nah, we got to do a little bit less drugs tonight, because these dudes is coming through, and they serious. Like, we tough too, but these dudes are serious, so, you know, I all due respect. We might have to blow something. What are you talking about? Is there a chance that he knew? Maybe there's a chance. I don't know. Maybe he thought it was a situation that he could talk it out with them. Maybe he thought it was a situation he could talk it out with them. But still, you wouldn't be asleep. That's my point. So maybe he knew, but I'm going to err on the side of there's a good chance that he didn't. I'm going to err on that side, that there's a good chance that he didn't. A real good chance. That's the side I'm an arrow on. I'm going to tell you, so hold on before we go any further. I'm going to tell you some bullshit they did. They made the benches smaller now so you can't sleep on the benches, them rat bastards. Anyway, check this out. So he's saying he didn't know that there was a beef. That's what he's saying, right? I don't know if he knew or not. But his actions tend to lend to the idea that he did not know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if he knew. I'm saying his actions lend to the idea that he did not know. That's what I'm saying. Just so we can be clear. Just so we can be clear. Okay, he was moving as stupid as could be. Ace made it. What do I know? So that's what I'm saying. I don't know if he knew. You don't know. You might know if he knew. I don't know who you are. I don't know if he knew. What I'm saying is that his actions don't lend to the idea that he knew. That's it. Maybe the drugs is more important in his life to him. I don't know. Alright? I'm not trying to have that conversation. I'm trying to move on, if you don't mind. But you can stay talking about that. I'm going to move on, though. And I'm not talking about nobody sacrificing nobody. I'm not on that type of time. So check this out. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm saying that that's not something I'm discussing. So check this out. Listen. The fight actually happens. We saw when the fight happens. Quando Rondo walks out. King Vaughn comes around the whip. King Vaughn starts hammering him. Bang, bang, bang. Right? Quando Rondo's just getting just absolutely toe up. Right? Lil Tim comes out the whip, comes from the other side of the car, hits him. Bang, bang, bang. Right? This is what we see, right? Then what's the very next thing we see? Quando Rondo trying to help King Vaughn up. See, we've had time to sit back and digest this shit. But to Quando Rondo, this happened like that. Thank you, DSCN. It seems like he was ignorant to the threat level. That's a fact. Maybe he knew there was an issue, but he didn't know what kind of issue it was. Maybe he thought it was something they could talk out. What the fuck do I know? Maybe he didn't know there was no issue. What do I know? But I do know after King Vaughn got shot, he tried to help him up. That I know. Because that we saw. Just so we can be clear. That we saw. That was perfect timing when the blue BBN came up with this shorty right here wearing the blue dress. That was just perfect timing. That was absolute perfect timing. And then this next one, perfect timing. I know my computer's rocking right now. Shout out to the computer. Sometimes things just happen. I'm not saying that there was or wasn't a setup in play. I'm just saying sometimes things just happen. Y'all do know this, right? Like sometimes things just happen. Not everything is a conspiracy. I'm not saying that it's something. But I'm just saying y'all do know not everything is a conspiracy, right? Have you ever been with somebody that got shot? I have. It was not a conspiracy. I don't know what to tell you. Not everything is a conspiracy. Sometimes shit just absolutely goes wrong. Sometimes shit just goes wrong. Not everything is a conspiracy. I don't know what to tell you. Also, I want to point something else out. Who team got shot up? Nobody died from Quando Rondo's team. Nobody got shot from Quando Rondo's team, right? I don't know. Did Lil Tim get shot? I think Lil Tim got shot in the leg or some shit. I don't know. But nobody got shot from Quando Rondo's team. Who did the police have a shootout with? The police had a shootout with Quick King Vaughn people, right? DSTN said when you're ignorant to danger, that's when you're the weakest. Stuff happens and you react like a lion in the corner. Agreed. Shout out to Dog Soldier. This is peace and love, BB and family, Frost. Love is power. Let's get it. Let's get it. I think this eats Quando Rondo up every day too. I think Quando Rondo was getting bad advice. Listen. I think Quando Rondo was getting bad advice. I don't think Quando Rondo is a bad dude. I'm going to say that again. I think Quando Rondo was getting bad advice. I don't think Quando Rondo's a bad dude. I think Quando Rondo was just listening to all of the young street niggas he got around him. No disrespect to them. I'm not going at nobody. They was handling it the way that they know to handle it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, when I see a street dude give somebody advice that's some street shit, I don't get mad at that. I don't get angry at that or nothing. Because they're giving them the advice that they think is helpful. They're giving them the advice that they know. You understand what I'm saying? And I think he was just getting some bad advice for the situation. I think they was looking at it more like, yo, we at war. Them dudes is coming for you. They didn't look at it as this is still a situation where if we get the proper people in place to have this conversation, that it could be understood what really went down, because people might be having a misunderstanding about what really happened. That's just me talking. That's how I feel. I don't think Quando Rondo was a bad dude. I just think he was getting some bad advice because he was in a situation that he did not understand and he wasn't capable of navigating. He took said advice because the people who was giving him the advice have probably given him good advice previously, or even more to the point, has been in this type of situation before. High Noon says to be wise, you have to have wise counsel. This is a fact. So I don't think that's just my opinion. Hell, I could be wrong. What the fuck do I know? But I think that is what happened. And I'm not knocking the people who gave him the advice that I think is bad advice. I think they gave him the best advice that they can give him. Just so we can be clear. That's what I think happened. I think they gave him the best advice that they could give him, and I think they did their best. Just so we can be clear. Just my opinion. I think there's something in my fucking eye, like a speck or something, been there in like days, couple of days. I don't know what the fuck. Yeah, I think it's tearing them up. First of all, you have to understand, imagine something happened that's going to just hurt your career, and it's not even something fucking this guy. Shout out to Dog Soldier with the $11 drop. He said the world needs BBN. Who's next? Who's next? Shout out to Dog Soldier with the $11 drop. The world needs BBN. Who's next? Let's go. Come on, this is moving day, y'all. I'm gonna speak on these two comments and then we're gonna get back to what we're talking about for a second. But hold on. Lewis says he has all the young boys around him, no OG guidance. 100% agree with you on that. Because the way in which he reacted to what happened is definitely young guys' mentality, with all fairness to the people who was leading them down that road. With all fairness, that's definitely the way that the young dude think. They hit us, we hit them back harder. They talk shit about us, we're gonna talk shit about them. Perfect timing. Look, with the BBN music and the jump off with Lady London, perfect timing. So hold on. They hit us, we're gonna hit them back harder. They talk trash about us, we're gonna talk trash about them harder. Perfect timing. We're gonna talk trash about them harder. Right? Tell me where I'm wrong. Right? So yeah, he needed some OG guidance. So what changed? You want to know what changed? I think the thing that changed is he went and spoke to Big U. Tell me where I'm wrong. I think he went and spoke to Big U, and upon him speaking with Big U, they say, yo, look, little homie. We can't go about this the way that you're going about this. We got to do this a little bit different. We got to stop kicking the hornet's nest. This is not a situation which is tenable. This is not something that we want to... This isn't a situation that we want it to go down like this. All right? Shout out to BQ Mommy. Everybody say what's up to my sister-in-law. So, yeah. That's what I believe happened. Just so we can be clear. Once again, not even a week ago, I think 6 days ago, maybe 7 days ago, I said Quando Rondo needs to come out and tell people that he didn't know that King Vaughn had beef with him. Right? Hold on. When did this video drop? Who was in here when I said that, by the way? It's not a coincidence that I keep saying shit and this shit happens, y'all. It's not a coincidence. Alright? There's niggas waiting for me right now. They waiting for me right now to do a couple of things, and then they waiting for me right now. First of all, if we didn't have to, if I wasn't in this hotel room, we'd really be balling. Just so you know. Shout out to the BBN Network. We strong over here. And when I say we strong, I'm talking about the people in the community that donate to the channel is strong financially. I'm saying you dudes is financially strong. We strong over here. I want to see when did this interview drop. Two days ago. Look, I said this shit. How many days ago did I say this shit? I said this shit like a week ago. Y'all got to start a segment called Allegedly. That's actually a pretty good idea. I need to come down there and start filming with you being my DJ in the background. That's what we need to start doing. I need to start pulling up there once a week, maybe on a Saturday or a Sunday or whatever day I could pull up. I pull up, you my DJ in the background, we shoot the show, we edit the show, we upload the show throughout the course of the week. Our podcast. I need 2 people to be on it. You go find 2 people. Could we just get this off the ground already, Mike Jones? We need a woman and a dude to be on the podcast with me, to bullshit with me. Can we get this off the ground, Mike Jones? What was it, like 3 days ago? What was it, like 6 days ago? Maybe 6 days ago. I think I said this over the weekend. When did I say this? Over the weekend? I said this over the weekend, right? 2 days ago, this drops. So don't tell him you can't. Alright. We need 2 people. I want to be on there with people for me to talk with. I don't know, BQ. That doesn't mean that we can't also do something, BQ, just so it is clear. Just because I do something with Mike Jones, that don't mean I can't do something with y'all. And I have pulled up with you a couple of times, BQ, so I don't want you to be talking like I haven't. Copy? We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Alright. So you let me know what's the day I need to pull up, and then we're going to do it, and that's what it is. Copy? You already know I'm going to pull up. What the fuck? And I want to interview Deja. Could I get an interview with Deja, please? Could I get an interview with Deja? I want to interview Deja. That's how you say her name, right? I want to interview I'm not trying to bang her. She is fine, though. But I'm just saying, can I get an interview with Deja? Every Friday? I could pull up on Fridays. We start next Friday. I could pull up on Fridays. We start next Friday. Let me just look at my schedule real quick. We start next Friday. I could pull up on Fridays. She could be the... Boom! Let's go! Doing the Ralph Cramden arms. That's how you can tell I'm in a good mood. I'm gonna be in Definitely, I'm gonna repost her today. I'm gonna repost Deja today. Okay, hold on. Just so okay, we're having two different conversations at the same time. I got y'all though, but remember, I pulled up with you quite a couple of times already, BQ. So don't act like I don't be pulling up. I pulled up, all right. We tried a couple of things out. We can try more things out in the future. But this is a Mike Jones thing. On Fridays, I will be in. Hey, I like Lex. This Lex, so extra. She's so extra. This Lex. Okay. Skinny girls rock. I want a skinny girls team. All right, let's get back to the show. So one, I just want to point this out because I think that Quando, once again. Okay, listen. If Lil Tim shoots and kills King Vaughn and Quando Rondo never comes out, start talking crazy. This is a whole different conversation. If Lil Tim shoots King Vaughn and the first thing that comes out of Quando Rondo's mouth is, I don't even know what happened. That was my brother. I'm very sorry that he's gone. If he comes out like that, other than the way that he came out, this is a whole different conversation. Tell me where I'm wrong. This is a whole different conversation. Even if OTF is still pissed off as they would have been and probably got the right to be, this is a totally different conversation. Because I tell you this much, right? Listen to what I got to say. I'm just going to use Eminem as an example. If Eminem goes out to a club, somebody attacks him and his security shoots and kills them, nobody is going to blame Eminem. If 50 Cent go out to a club, somebody try to attack him and 50 just had, I don't even think 50 moved with security. I don't even think so. But he has security with him this day. His security shoots and kills them. Nobody's going to blame 50 Cent. That was the security. The only way they're going to blame 50 Cent or Eminem if Eminem or 50 Cent come out and start bashing the individual, that the other team. Tell me where I'm wrong. Something logical, because when people start just saying illogical shit, I just get them out of here. I ain't gonna lie to you. If you just saying shit that's illogical, I'm gonna give you a minute to try to get yourself clear. I'm gonna give you a minute to try to get yourself clear, and then if you can't get yourself clear, I'm not gonna want to hear it no more. All right, so 50 got security. They're friends though. 50 is smart enough to make sure that his security is friends. Your friend is gonna fight for you more than that nigga that's there for a check. Yeah, keep your head in the swivel and accompany your real ones. It's a fact. Don't let nobody lie to you. I'm sorry, I'm reposting something Vix put up. So my point is, nobody is gonna go crazy. Nobody is gonna go crazy on these individuals. Except for the fact, what the fuck? Except for the fact that what he did was, he took it on himself If he don't take it on himself, this is a totally different situation. Tell me where I'm wrong. Quando Rondo took it on himself when he started talking crazy, beefing with these guys, which wasn't even necessary. If after King Von dies, Quando Rondo does not take it on himself to start beefing and talking crazy to these people, that's not 30. If he doesn't take it on himself to start talking crazy about OTF and King Vaughn and whoever, I believe this is a different situation. I believe it's much more salvageable, is my point. I think it's much more salvageable. What you guys think? Because at the end of the day, look, that was my security, overreacted. We was at a situation, there was like, everybody had guns. He was trying to protect the primary. He might not even have known he was shooting King Vaughn. See, at that point, you could be like, yo, look, he didn't even know that was King Vaughn. He just thought that was somebody attacking me. You get what I'm saying? It's much more salvageable. But when the situation happened, he jumped straight out the fucking window. Absolutely straight out the window. I'm trying to tell you, when these rappers get into problems, they need to hit me and be like, yo, Jack, all right, here go a couple racks. What should we do? Okay, look, boom. First, let me know what happened. That's what happened. Tell the truth. That's what happened. Tell the truth. I ain't gonna look weak. I ain't gonna look soft. Does it matter? This is not one of those situations where not looking weak or not looking soft is important. Does it matter? You're going to want to sell records. You're going to want to be able to do shows. Right? Might not matter. I don't know what to tell you. But also, you got to understand, I'm not super prideful. I think people misunderstand confidence with pride sometimes. I'm not super prideful. Kennedy said, my wife is my security. She don't like nobody. And Mike Joe says that's the best security. Yeah, I'm not super prideful. And I think that's what sometimes people confuse when they come and they have interactions with me. I'm just not super prideful. I try to keep things in context. When you know yourself, like, I know myself. I know I'm liable to take things out of context sometimes. I know I'm liable to take things a little bit too far sometimes. So I stay inside of myself as much as possible. And I've been doing a good job of it. So shout out to that shit. That's something to be proud of. So hold on. I just want to be clear on something else real quick. Because we got to get ready to get up out of here. I want to be clear on something real quick. Listen. He's saying that he did not know that was King Vaughn that ran up on him. I kind of believe him. After King Vaughn got shot, he looked honestly surprised. Lil Tim came from around the whip and let off. There's a good chance Lil Tim, remember it's dark out here, and there's no telling what these guys been into before this shit happens. There's a good chance Lil Tim didn't even know he was shooting at King Vaughn. I'm not saying that is what it is. I'm just saying that there's a good chance. Lil Tim could have thought he was just shooting at one of Lil Vaughn, King Vaughn people. He probably didn't even know he was shooting at King Vaughn. He probably didn't even know that's who he hit. Do y'all know shooters? Shooters ain't looking at niggas and recognizing niggas. Shooters is just making sure they ain't hitting their own. Could definitely kick rocks going against BBN. Appreciate you, Mike Jones. Yeah, shooters is just making sure they don't hit their own. A shooter, yo, look, man, the worst thing a shooter don't care about killing the ops. A shooter just don't want to hit his mans. The last thing you could be is a shooter and you shooting your homeboys up. So I can't watch the video and tell you what's on somebody's mind, homie. To be all fair in this way, VD. I can't watch a video and tell you what a person was thinking. We could assume what a person is thinking. Like you're assuming and I'm assuming. But we can't watch a video and tell what's on a person's mind. We don't even know how good King Von, Lil Tim eyesight is. And I'm not trying to give him a pass, by the way. All I'm saying is, as far as Quando Rondo is considered to me, I just don't honestly think that Quando Rondo should be held accountable for King Von getting killed. I do think that what he said after the fact definitely puts him where, you know, people are going to be looking at him crazy. But I don't think he should be held accountable for King Von being killed. I do think after the fact, it was like, God dang it, he came out and he said a lot of things he shouldn't have said, whether he feel them or not. Yeah, but there was more than just one person over there. It's not like King Von and Quando Rondo was standing somewhere by themselves. There was people around them. There was people around them. That's all I'm saying. And also, just so we could be clear, there was only like 3 or 4 of them out there. At the most, how many guns you think they had out there? I'm talking about King Von people. I mean, Quando Rondo people. How many guns you think they had out there? Maybe 2? Maybe 3? How many guns you think the other dudes had? 10? 15? $10, 15? Because they had about 30 dudes out there. What you want to say? There was 1 gun to every 2 people? Well, a ton of them was females. So there was 1 gun for every 4 people. So they had at least 10 guns out there. Right? In all fairness. And I'm pretty sure some of the chicks had guns. So, boom. They still had 3 guns to every... 1 gun to every 3 people out there? What part of this look like we might all die? What part of this don't look like we might all die tonight? No disrespect, Wavy D, but have you been in one of those situations? We might all die tonight. With all due respect. So I'm not saying you're wrong. What I'm saying is I have no way to ascertain and be 100% sure that he knew what you're saying he knew. That's what I'm saying. I have no way to know. Maybe he did. Maybe he knew 100% what he was doing. I don't got no way to tell. So then you know what I'm talking about. That's why you wrote understood. That's why you wrote understood. Alright, so you get what I'm saying. So you get what I'm saying. Shout out to that. You get what I'm saying then. The last thing I want to say is this, and then I'm going to let y'all go because we got to go. This is the last thing that I'm saying in regards to this. Check this out. Also, I'm reposting videos on IG today. Hit me up for rates. This is what I want to say. Just real quick. Listen. And I'm gonna let y'all go. And get y'all out of here. No, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Don't get confused. I get what you're saying. I'm just saying I have no way to tell. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I need more. That's what I'm saying. Right. Just need more. Right. So now check this out. Listen. Listen very closely. Check this out. Alright? Listen. First, just so we can be clear. Quando Rondo said that he did not know that was King Von walking up on him. I believe him. After King Von was shot, Quando Rondo said he did not know that was King Von walking up on him. I believe him. When King Von started to attack him, he looked like he honestly did not know what was going on. So I also believe that he didn't know that there was a beef. After King Von was shot and lay there dying, Quando Rondo looked like he was trying to help him. I 100% in my heart of hearts believe that if Quando Rondo did not come out talking about all of that pissing on people's graves and all that other shit, people wouldn't have this energy towards him that they did. I think what Quando Rondo should have did was, because that's the music that he makes, so it is what it is. He should have had a disclaimer in the beginning of his video saying this is not aimed at any. There was a tragedy. We lost a rapper. We lost even if you want to say he's iconic, because King Von is iconic in the street. That's a fact, right? He's one of them iconic rappers in the street. So we lost an icon. This music that I'm making is not aimed at him. I made this song months before this whole situation even happened. This is not the energy I'm putting towards OTF. I'm not putting this energy towards their camp. This is just the music that I make. Boom. Disclaimer. I think that this whole situation turns out different. Because now every time he drops a song where he's talking shit, people are saying he's talking about OTF. Well, I don't know if Quando Rondo got shot. He might have. I don't know about none of that. I didn't see Axe Twitch. Shout out to DJ Academics. I didn't see his Twitch, so I don't know. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to let y'all get up out here. I'm going to call the drops real quick, and then we're going to move. Once again, I don't call out the drops for promo. That has nothing to do with the drops. If you do promo over here, you're getting the promo. So I don't call your drops. So I do appreciate everybody that does promo also. Don't get this confused. Let's call out these drops real quick, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. We're gonna come back here tonight. I plan on talking more hip hop stuff tonight. We gotta straighten our algorithm out on YouTube. But we might have to talk about some of this other stuff that isn't hip hop, but it might be a hip hop title. With that being said, shout out to Nina Morales with the $10 drop. Shout out to Mega Bills with the $10 drop. Shout out to Dirty Red with the $10 drop. Shout out to Dog Soldier with the $11 drop. And shout out to Mark Castillo with the $10 drop. Definitely appreciate you guys. You guys are all the best. I love when you like, comment, subscribe. I really do appreciate it when you guys share. We need more shares to Facebook, please. Let's go out there and perform. And what I mean by perform, I mean the thing that you do, the thing that you specialize at. Let's go out there and do that today. I don't know what it is. You know what it is. The thing that you do that makes you win. The thing that you do that sets you apart from other people, even when they try to do the thing that you do. What I want you to do is, I want you to go out there, I want you to do that, and I want you to get to your win. I don't want you to go out there be arguing with nobody. We're not arguing with people in the 2021. You know what we're doing in the 2021? When the people that argue pull up, first thing we're going to do is recognize who they are. And the second thing that we're going to do is hit them with their bags. Because we need to go back to leaving people in this moment and go into the next moment. I'm going to tell you what people with no talent want to do. When a person has no talent and no skill, they're not trying to, as far as it goes, gain talent or skill. What they're trying to do is prevent you from using your talent or your skill. That's what they're doing. They're not trying to get any skills of their own. There's not anybody out there that's a hater that's practicing anything other than hating. So what we're going to do is we're going to focus on ourselves. We're going to focus on our talent. We're going to focus on our skill. And then we're going to maximize our efforts. That's what we're going to do. We're going to grow from here to here to here and then bigger. And the only way that we can do that is by us first recognizing the thing that we do that other people try to do, but they can't necessarily do it the way that we do it. We might not do it better. We might just be doing it different. So I want y'all to go out there today. I want y'all to be motivated. I want y'all to be inclined, not just for change, but for success. And then I want you to pay attention to the thing that you do. And I want you to make sure that you have a total surroundings around you that's going to be comforting to your success. Keep those individuals away from you that always want to tell you how things are going to go wrong. Keep those individuals away from you that's always trying to find out how to do the thing that you're doing better. Those people are not helpful. If somebody is trying to help you, they're not trying to figure out how, oh man, I know a better way to do this thing. They're not saying that. If people are sincerely trying to help you, they're going to do the thing that you ask them to do. And then after doing it or while doing it, y'all going to come together and y'all going to have a discussion about it where you might figure out a better way to do the thing, or you might figure out a more economical way to do the thing. But they're not going to be you ask them to do something and they're just going to go do some other random shit that isn't what you're asking them to do. You have to understand two things about who you are when you are your brand. You are your brand. Do you get what I'm saying? If somebody else you're trying to help, or you're trying to help promote, or you're trying to help move on to whatever you're doing into what they're doing, what they're doing into what you're doing, and you're trying to give them assistance or you're trying to give them advice, and their whole thing is, oh man, I know how I could do this better. Those people, as much as they might love you, are not going to help you get to your win. Because they can't even follow simple directions. With that being said, also be a person who can follow simple directions, especially when you are the one giving the directions. With that being said, I love you guys. Please go out there and be positive and productive today. Bring something home to the missus or the misters today. That's what we're going to do. Today's moving day. So bring something home for the missus or the missus or the misters. And bring something home for the kids. Bring them like a snack or some shit. I don't know. G.I. Joe. I don't know what the kids want nowadays. With that being said, like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I